What's happening, my beautiful people out there in the fragrance world? Welcome to PR Scents. My name's Jose, and do I have a good one for you today? This one I got a couple of days ago, and I've been wearing it and wearing it and wearing it. And it is really, really good. I'm sure you've heard about it. People have talked about it, and it is Kismet for Men by Maison Alhambra, who is a subsidiary of Latafa. And this one gets compared a lot to two other fragrances, and I'll let you know what those are. So if you're interested, stick around, and I'll see you in a second. Thanks, guys. So what's going on, guys? So like I said, today we're going to be talking about Maison Alhambra's Kismet, which is supposed to be very similar to, which is funny to me. So there's YSL Tuxedo, then Rocha's Mustache, and then this one. And those are the two that get compared, a lot when people are talking about Kismet. It is compared more online to Rocha's Mustache than to Tuxedo, but it definitely has the same DNA as Tuxedo. It is a beautiful, beautiful scent. Now, I'm starting to get away from showing you boxes, but sometimes when the boxes and the presentation is nice, if you guys out there are some collectors that like the boxes as well, I'll show you what this comes in, and it is really, really a really nice presentation. So here's the box. Okay, Kismet for Men. Usual hologram in the back, and then it opens up like this. Little coffin going on there, and that's the bottle. It's funny because the cap kind of reminds me a little of Latafa's Amir Al Oud Intense. It has kind of the same cap. Kismet for Men, and then it says, Maison Alhambra. And it's got really nice design on the side. The bottle is heavy as hell, really, really heavy. Now, I do happen to have, because you've heard me mention my friend Lucas, he lent me this, so Tuxedo by YSLY. So I'll let you know what I think about it. So I looked, did my research for it for you guys, and Fragrantica, Perfumo, they all have the same notes for this one. I just tend to think that the notes are not exactly correct, but I can't find any other notes. So I'll tell you the notes that are on Fragrantica, but they're totally, totally different than the notes on Tuxedo. Totally different. But it does smell a lot like Tuxedo. Now, truth be told, I do not have Rocha's Mustache. I want to get that one, but that one is really, really hard to get. Getting more expensive too. Tuxedo, forget about it. I want to buy Tuxedo, I really do, but it costs something like $250 or above, and that's a lot of money. So if I'm going to spend that much money for it, and this is what I tell you guys, if I want to spend that much money for it, I want to know if I'm going to like it or not. And, one of the ways you could do is, Lucas, I need your bottle. But if you don't have a Lucas, then you don't, you can go to Dillard's, you can go to Macy's, JCPenney's, take a sniff. But these are kind of scents that you really have to live with for a little while. I don't like going and going, spraying it like that and, oh, this is good. Oh, it sucks. Because I've done that at the very beginning years ago, and I'm like, it sucks. And then years later, I have the fragrance and I love it. So you can't just get the scent in the first 15 minutes, because that's why fragrances have a top, a mid, and a base. All right, because they change. A lot of them don't. And most of them do. They change. They may start off citrusy at the beginning, and then end up being this leather, amber kind of scent at the end. And that's what happens. So you have to give fragrances some time. Now, the atomizer, wide. But the scent, guys, the scent is gorgeous, like really, really nice. And I'll tell you the truth. Hold on, my friend also let me, gave me a whole thing of test scent sticks. So that's Kismet. And it does smell kind of the same on the paper as it does on skin, but not as rich and thick. But you get the idea. And then here I'll spray Tuxedo. And I'm not gonna spray a lot because it's not mine. And I don't wanna like mess it up on Lucas, but now I will tell you this. The DNA of these two is very, very similar. Tuxedo has a much richer, darker kind of feel. Performance and longevity on Tuxedo is so damn good. Really, really good. And the scent is gorgeous. I can see why they charge $260, you know, or above for it, because it's a gorgeous, gorgeous scent. I mean, I absolutely love this one, and I'm gonna save my money and buy Tuxedo, I am. But in the meantime, I have Kismet. And Kismet does smell a bit like Tuxedo. I'd say it's probably 60%, 60 to 70% close to Tuxedo, but it's not as rich as Tuxedo. You don't get that heavy scent the way you do with Tuxedo, but the DNA, the scent itself, yeah, it's very, very close to Tuxedo. Now, the main accords on this one, and I'll read them to you because, like I said, I'm old. Woody, warm, spicy, patchouli, vanilla, fresh, spicy, earthy, coffee, cacao, balsamic, and powdery. Top notes are woody notes, nutmeg. Middle notes are patchouli, coffee, cacao, and sandalwood. And then the base notes are vanilla and vetiver. Now, I think the superstars in this fragrance, to me, are the woody notes, the vetiver, the sandalwood, and the vanilla. I don't get the coffee. I just don't. I don't smell the coffee. If you look at some other reviewers, they say, oh, I smell the coffee, or I smell the cacao. I honestly don't get that. I'm gonna spray my arm. Hold on. Now, at the beginning, let it dry down a little bit. You know, give it a minute or two before you put your nose to it, because it is alcohol-y. And Lattafas are known for that. Like the very beginning, all you smell is alcohol, and it's like, but it does, even though it doesn't say it, it does smell peppery. And Tuxedo smells like pepper as well. It smells boozy, and you get that vanilla, and the vanilla lives with the fragrance through and through. I mean, all the way till the dry down. And you get that vetiver, which gives it this earthy, nice, deep, dark, rich scent. It is really nice, guys. It's very, very nice. So I got it at tripletraders.com, and I paid, I think it was no more than $38, tax and shipping and all. So I paid like $38 for it. And it fluctuates. It goes up and down. And so, you know, but is it worth it? To me, it is worth it. It's really, really nice. It gets earthy too. Like it has that deep, boozy, earthy vanilla scent. I don't think I have anything in my collection, and I've got quite a few, that smells like it. And it's just very sexy and sophisticated is what I would say. So I like it. Now, here's one issue I do have with it. And again, this is my skin, because I've seen some reviews where people say it lasts forever on theirs. On my skin, 4 hours tops. The projection is not that far. It does become a skin scent. Maybe after the first hour, it becomes a closer kind of skin scent. So if somebody's close to you, you give them a hug, they'll smell you. But the longevity's not, to me, not that awesome. Like I said, I get about 4 hours out of it. But I just, you know, for $38, I respray. That's what I do. Or just spray a lot more, knowing that. But don't do that at the very beginning, guys. Whenever you get a fragrance, don't go crazy and, you know, like curly fragrances, like don't sissy spray. Wait. Don't do that. You know, don't spray yourself 15 times the very first time you wear it. Get to know the fragrance, okay? wear it, you know, do the usual, one here, one here, one here, one in the back, one on your wrist. Try that. And then, you know, an hour later, you're like, I don't smell it. Do you smell it, you know, friend? I don't smell it either. Then next time, spray it a little bit more and keep on going until you figure out exactly what's the right amount of sprays for you for that particular fragrance. So, yeah. So this is a perfect example of what I talk about when I talk about clones. Clones are great. And in this case, will I buy Tuxedo? Absolutely, I'll buy Tuxedo now because I love it. And the fact that I actually smell Tuxedo is even better. But this is one of those where you're like, I hear a lot about Tuxedo. I'm thinking of getting it. Should I get it? Buy this. As long as you've smelled Tuxedo, buy this. Wear it for, you know, as long as you want. And then say, yeah, I can either live with this or I definitely want to get Tuxedo. Now, Tuxedo does last a long, long time. It's a beast. It's beautiful. And yeah, this becomes this nice, creamy, vanilla, not bourbon, even though there's no bourbon in it, but, you know, like you get what I'm saying, like a alcoholic, but not in a bad way, like a bourbon, a rich, deep, dark whiskey. But the vanilla, like I said, is through and through. Now, this is not a non-linear scent. It is pretty linear. It's the way it smells at the beginning, it's gonna pretty much smell that way at the end, except the vanilla comes through more and more towards the end as well. Like at the beginning, it's like hanging out in the back. Then at the end, it's like, I'm coming out. So, you know, that's what the vanilla does. Do I think it's worth it? Absolutely. It says Kismet for men, but I would imagine there's a lot of women that could wear this. I would say it's more unisex. It does lean more manly, but I would say it's more unisex. So, you know, do with that what you will. Age group, I would say, you know, 25, 30 and over. But again, wear what you want. You're 18, you're a sophisticated gentleman, you think you can pull this off, then you do what you gotta do. But this, you know, like I said, to me, it's a little bit more sophisticated, mature scent. Definitely dress up. You know, you wanna wear this like with some nice clothes. Great date fragrance, especially since it becomes more of a skin scent after a while. Yeah, I think it's a great date fragrance. It smells sexy. It smells really, really good. Again, not as good as Tuxedo. This one is compared more to Rocha's Mustache. Rocha's Mustache is compared more to Tuxedo. But all three of them have the same DNA. They all smell very, very similar in that, you know, that scent bubble. But I definitely get the, you know, the similarities between the two. So is it coffee worthy, guys? It absolutely is. It absolutely is coffee worthy. And by the way, this one came out, I believe it was in 2019. So it's fairly new, but I'm having my coffee. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do me a favor. Please like, please subscribe. Please comment, because you guys know I love your comments. I do have a bunch of other fragrances that I'm going to be reviewing soon. I've got two that were $8 fragrances that are dupes of like $120, $150 fragrances. And I just got to tell you about them. And those are good to, you know, for your young teenagers out there that, you know, you want to buy them some gifts for Christmas. These are two good ones. I've also got Camra. Camra, I definitely can't wait. It's a Killian's Angel Share dupe. I'm late in the game on that one, but I'll give you my opinion on that. I've got a couple of other ones that are, you know, rack store buys, but again, like I always try to think, now Christmas is coming, you want to have some good ideas of what to get. So when you go to the store, you know, you're not looking around saying, I wonder if this one's good, I wonder if that one's good. You go with the list. You get the list, you go, and you get what you got to get. All right. So that's it for me, guys. I hope you have a great day and a great evening, a great week, and I will see you later. As always, be safe, be loved, and I will talk to you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.